that moniker, as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kansas offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. The Jayhawks spent basically all of last season being agonizingly close. 6 losses by 1 possession, including yet another one in the Sunflower Showdown against their rival Kansas State, who just continually vexes them. But still, you'd think K-State's on alert today, guys.
Reese, that intro was as long as the field goal that Tennant kicks to go ahead. He kicks a 51-yarder to win the football game, but always a fun showdown, always a lot of passion, Jesse. And last year, the kick at the horn was really fantastic.
There was a lot of Avery Johnson, too, a quarterback. He was so dynamic, both throwing and running the football. And I think when you get in this kind of game, oftentimes it just comes down to which team has the ball last. And that certainly played a big factor a year ago.
Right back to the well. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. So Kansas State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This
breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. On 1st down from their own 22. Fights off the defender. Still on his feet at the 35. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. We've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence, we visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Give to the back. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Kansas State has it 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They give it to him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do.
Turning it off, continues to fight for yards. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to ride this running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Handoff from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Finding an escape route. Ripping scraping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Past the sticks, and he may get more. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Makes the grab. It's Canty. There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's the handoff. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Canty. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Keeps it on the bootleg. It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Jayhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. And they're able to get him down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Johnson looking to throw. And he's incomplete on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On the option, he'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They want to run this quarterback. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
The defense just has not been able to get off the field here in critical down and distances. That's why they're losing in this game right now. After that last conversion, that's now 4 different 4th downs that they haven't been able to stop in this game.
Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they're going to come out and meet.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I think this team knew going into halftime, trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Quick toss. Finding open areas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
To the air, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running into the open space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's an awesome job by the defense. They're sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled. They knocked it away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 35 in punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Ripping through the defense. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Direct snap. Hold down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game where you really need it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Running it to the right. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch.
And man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it, but this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the South's oldest rivalry has written another chapter between the Tar Heels and Cavaliers, and here's the result. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Finds his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Jayhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Complete in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Pickett. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Kansas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Johnson looking to throw. On target. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Timeout. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The option look. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Look out, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Goes to the option. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
42 Spider.
He'll ride his man on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going on.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Great job by the back on the option. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less.
And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it and they'll maintain possession. Kansas gets the ball back and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just a little off. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
The Hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. On the option. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting